Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen or Set Her Rule, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. First of all, before I even get into my whole spiel, I just want to tell you guys that it is raining very hard, so you're going to definitely hear it until it stops. Okay, back to my message. Please hit the subscribe button and smack the bell next to it. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Pass it on to somebody else who might like it too, and drop us a positive comment in the comment section. Likewise, please stick around to the end because I got 2 cool comments to read from previous videos, and maybe one of them is yours. If you would like to get a reading done, please email me. If you would like to look at some Ask an Aquarius merchandise, check underneath this video for my email, for my merchandise, for my Patreon page, for my Amazon wish list. Everything you possibly need to know is underneath this video. Alright guys, so I got this question from 4 different people this week or last week, and so I'm going to read it to you. Somebody asked me this last night, but I had already wrote this down from somebody previous, so I'm going to read you the question. How would you know if an Aquarius woman likes you? I have a crush on an Aquarius who lives across the street, but I can't figure out if she likes me too or is just being polite. So this gentleman lives directly across the street from this woman. He gave me a little bit of detail, not much. He said that she has been living there for a few years. They have had conversations. You know, he's not sure because he said that she's very friendly. They've had quick conversations, always outside at the car or in the street or something like that. And she lives directly across the street, he said. So it's times when he'll come out, he'll see her on the step or blah, 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 and they'll talk. So he said that he has not tried to, you know, get her phone number or take her out because she lives directly across the street. And he doesn't want to embarrass himself. So if he comes off to her and she turns him down, he's going to feel like a jackass because he misread her signals, according to him. So I told him that this is my thing. When you're dealing with an Aquarius, and if you're dealing with any person in general, this is for any man or woman. If you're dealing with a person, especially an Aquarius, people can be kind of hard to read. She could like you very much. She could be into you. She could want to date you. Or she could just be being polite because you're her neighbor. You know, I generally am quick and polite with my neighbors. Hey, how you doing? Quick and polite, you know? So she could be being polite. But the thing that makes me think that she likes you is that she's talking to you. Aquarius, remember I said quick and polite? She done had several conversations with you. And we generally don't have conversations just to be polite that we don't have to have. She doesn't have to have this conversation with you. She can come out of her place, say, hey, what's up, and keep it moving. Or say something real quick. How about the Mets? Oh, check this weather, dude. You know, she can say something real quick and keep it moving. But she has on several different occasions, according to him, at least 5, he said, stood and talked to him and had conversations about the neighborhood, the weather. You know, they were general conversations, but they weren't quick. They were long, drawn out conversations that might be 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And Aquarius is not going to give you that much time just to be polite. Most of us, anyway, are not going to do that. Most of us, regardless of you being the neighbor, are going to maybe real quick, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy holidays, you know, quick. But she's standing there talking. He said on one occasion she barbecued on her lawn, on her porch. And when he came walking up, she offered him a plate. An Aquarius? If an Aquarius offered you a plate when you came walking up and stood there, got you a plate, made it for you, and talked to you, she probably does like you. And she more than likely is waiting for you to say something. anything, because you're probably both wondering the same thing, like, does this person like me or not? You know, you've been talking to her all this time, but you've never said, hey, can I call you? Hey, can I take you out? So she's probably wondering to herself what's going on with you. Also, because she lives right across the street, whatever you have going on, such as if you have company, she probably knows. So another thing is that if she thinks that you're taken, or that you have, you know, a lot of company in that kind of way, she might fall back as well. So also, what is she peeping? And only you know that. Is your door a revolving door? Or is it a more exclusive type establishment? Because she's going to be thinking about that too. Like, oh, he got all them women. I ain't messing with him. You know, we do, women in general think of that. People in general think of that. If you were across the street from her and you saw this barrage of lovers coming in and out the door, you might think about it too. Like, she got enough traffic. I'm good. You know, some people don't like to get involved with a person who's seeing a bunch of other different people. You know, so she might be thinking that too. So you have to ask yourself, is she seeing that? But as far as does she like you, more than likely. Now, what should you do about it? Now that I've said all that, you should tell her. Go ahead and tell her. I mean, look at it like this. Somebody once asked me if they should shoot their shot and what would happen if the person shot them down. The worst they can tell you is no. My mother told me this my whole life. The worst a person can say is no. So if she's not interested and she says no, she just says no. But at least you now know, and you don't have to feel foolish, you know, because you live across the street. You don't have to feel foolish. I mean, come on. You saw a woman that you were attracted to. You asked her out. Now, how you ask her out is going to be what's going to make you or break you. So don't say anything, you know, out of pocket to her. You know, just ask her, you know, the next time you see her walking about, ask her, can we go get coffee sometime? Or if you know, if she's talking about a food that she like, you said you know a little bit about her, so if she's talking about something she's like, say, hey, they have a new barbecue spot around the corner, want to, you know, go grab some ribs? You know, something real casual. Grab a meal, grab some ice cream, you know, something really, really casual that is now a next step. So, okay, now I've gone from talking to him on the porch to making him a plate to now we're going to Rita's to get a water ice. You see? We're going to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks or wherever to get some coffee. So my point is that just say something to her that'll get you to the next step, which is to actually go somewhere and talk. Go somewhere, talk with her, and if she goes with you, then she is more than likely interested. And when you get her to wherever y'all go, tell her. Tell her, you know, I really like you. I think you're attractive. And I would love to, you know, take you out sometime. Or maybe we could text sometime and keep each other company or get to know each other. However you want to put that, just don't say nothing creepy. Like, don't offer her sex or, you know, nothing like that. Don't say nothing creepy. Ask her something very casual, like I said. And when you guys are talking, just gradually build off of that, slowly but surely, you know? And that's your best bet in this particular situation. But I definitely do, let me tell you guys something. Aquarius don't like wasting a lot of time talking to people that we don't particularly care for. So if an Aquarius speaks to you on more than one occasion for more than a couple seconds, it's a pretty safe bet that they like you. It's a pretty safe bet. They may or may not be willing to act on that attraction, but it's a pretty safe bet that they pretty much like you, because that's just not what we do. Most of us do not do that, you know. And in this case specifically, especially, she made you a plate. I don't make nobody a plate. I have only cooked, literally only cooked for 2 people who've been in my life. My 2 favorites, you guys know. Voldemort, who isn't a favorite now, but was a favorite at that time. Voldemort and the Taurus, the female Taurus. I've cooked for both of them, made them plates, things like that. Anybody else that's with me has not gotten that treatment. you know. So if she made you a plate and coming out there talking to you and parlaying, at the he said they were at a block party, and at the block party, she parlayed and chatted with him and sat next to him. She definitely likes you. She would not do that if she didn't. So that's my take on it. And you let me know what happens, because I'm dying to hear what happens when you actually finally talk to her about it. Now we're going to finish up with our 2 positive comments for today. Number 1 is from Quentin Dukes. What's up, Quentin? Quentin said, "Can I say I live for your vibes?" Oh, that is so sweet. Your videos, that is so sweet. "I am a fellow Aquarius. I have experienced the revolving door a few times, and I've taken a partner back because I suffer from the Captain Save-A-Ho syndrome." I know, I do too. Trust me. "I believe that I could help them, improve a few things about their life. These were things that this individual wanted to improve. I recognized that sometimes Aquarius think of people as projects, and we never like to abandon projects. Therefore, we at times will take a person back, which is so problematic." Oh my God, Quentin, that is profound, and it's 100% true. I've done this more times than I want to admit in this video, actually. Excellent observation. And thank you so much for watching my videos and for commenting. J Noor. J Noor says, "Hey Queen, I hope you're doing well. You're on fire with videos, by the way. Please keep well rested when you can. I can't even lie. I lost count on how many choices I heard throughout the entire story. A mistake? How sway. I really feel bad for the guy and the boy." Yeah, we're talking about that situation last week where the young lady made a choice and she told him, "Oh, it was an accident. Like, you don't have an affair by accident. You chose that." And so she chose to sleep with somebody else and got pregnant. And 11 years later, he finds out about it, which is awful. And it's definitely a choice. And I do feel bad for the guy and for the kid, because I don't know what's going to happen. Like the last time me and him were the ones that were talking. And the last time I spoke to him, it just didn't look good. He was trying to figure out the right thing to do. And he was struggling with it. So I don't know. I'll let you guys know if I find out. Okay? All right, guys. Come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See ya.